Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching in the world. My name is Jeff Malaba, and today we are starting a series called the Life Property Analysis of Your Choice in 60 Seconds. So, what we are doing today will be to analyze any property of your choice in just 60 seconds. And so, if you're watching, you're on YouTube, you are on Instagram, I will employ you guys if you're watching on Instagram to actually join us on YouTube. That way, you have access to what is currently going on. Just let me know where you're watching from in the world, and we will be able to spotlight you and let you know, basically what is happening. So, guys, thanks for joining this. Let me know if you're watching this live, where you're tuning. That will be helpful. Give me a second right now. Let's make sure that we are connected to all our devices. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. So, guys, let me know where you're watching from, wherever you are in the world. Let's just give me an if you intro. Hello, where you watching from, where you're located at. If you're on Instagram, I strongly encourage you to connect to us with on YouTube. Uh, Let me just quickly do this right now. So today will be a live analysis. We're going to do what they call live property analysis across the US. Any property of your choice, any property of your choice in the US, just send us the property address or the location, and we'll do what they call a live deal score analysis on that property. Um, It's going to be exciting this week and next week. For those of you who are watching on Instagram, this week to next week we'll have live access to all the beta testers. Now, those beta testers are those ones who will have access to test InvestFusion. What I'm going to share with you guys right now on the back end, they will have access to test InvestFusion live. Let me just say this: besides the huge benefits that InvestFusion provides, two things that stands out. One, it saves you money, which is extremely important in today's life. Number two, it makes you money by finding deals that are 40, 50% below replacement cost. So that alone is a huge no-brainer. So if you are on YouTube, you are on Instagram, you are watching, wherever you're watching from, you want to make sure that you take down your notes and let us know what is happening. Again, InvestFusion is built also to reward you, the user. How do I mean? Now, if you're a user of InvestFusion or you have friends who you think would benefit from using InvestFusion, the good news is these ones, you will have access to your own dashboard where every member that comes into your own ecosystem, you get paid 20% of their monthly fee. So not only are you rewarded with using InvestFusion by getting paid using it, you're also protecting your own funds from you losing funds using InvestFusion. So it's a no-brainer. It's a win-win across the board for all parties. And so we've built InvestFusion with one goal in mind: protect the average real estate investor. So this is built for real estate, is built for 2025 and beyond. And how do I mean? Before now, in 2024 and in 2023, all the way back, investors just go on listing sites. And when they go on listing sites, all they just do when they go on listing sites is just see the price, see the square footage, see the price per square foot, and they call their listing broker, or they call the listing broker, or call the buyer's broker or the buyer's agent to put in an offer for that property. There is no way you, the buyer, knows if that property has some major red flags. That's what stands InvestFusion miles apart from everything else out there. So InvestFusion is able to go into a property and let you identify if there are foundation issues. I repeat that. It goes into any property anywhere in the US, and we're going to demonstrate that live right now. It goes into any property anywhere in the US, and lets you know if there are foundation issues, if there are structural damage, if there is a foggy window, if there is any major big ticket item that you, a buyer, needs to be wary of. And the funny thing is, like buying a car, I always use a car analogy because everyone has a car. You're driving a Mercedes, you're driving a Tesla, you're driving whatever you're driving. Doesn't matter. You're driving a Volkswagen. Irrespective of the brand of the car, you want to buy a car that is functioning, because what's the point of having a Rolls Royce that has no engine? That's ridiculous, yes? So buying a car, going to the car dealership shop and telling the car dealer, oh, well, I want to buy a car. And the dealership say, okay, which car do you want to buy? You say, I want to buy a Rolls Royce. He said, okay, fine. Before you test drive the Rolls Royce, you got to put down a $5,000 deposit. You, the buyers, you saw the exterior of the Rolls Royce. Beautiful. Everything looks beautiful. You know, the paint and the color is great. The tires, excellent. The rim, perfect. But when you put down the $5,000, which is non-refundable, that's the key point. The money you put down as your deposit is non-refundable. So guess what? You put down a non-refundable deposit, and then only for you to realize that when you put down that deposit, you, the buyer, you are out for over $5,000. Why? Because the seller, the car, the vehicle itself has no engine. That's the problem with most real estate investors. They go to buy a property. Yes, they see the engine, they see how they see the exterior of the property, they see how beautiful the property looks. No one lets them know the condition of the property until they pay what they call a due diligence fee. This morning, I was on a call with some gentlemen in New Jersey, some of the top industry players in this industry. And one of the gentlemen, his name is Williams, told me of a new buyer who went into real estate, and hold and behold, she refused to do an inspection. Now, because she refused to do an inspection, she just went in and closed the deal. Within a few months, all of the issues began to emerge. She lost over $85,000 to $100,000. Let that sink in, guys. I want you guys to let that sink in. These are the real stories of real people in the US. It's happening every day. I call it an arbitrage. I call it a loophole. Because imagine this, just imagine this. You spend over $5,000 to $10,000 on due diligence fee. You spend another $5,000 on EMD. You spend $700 on inspector before you can know the actual condition of the property. That's what InvestFusion is breaking that loophole. That's a loophole. That's an arbitrage. And I don't know if that doesn't make sense. Why would you spend so much money buying a property blindly in the US? Why is that allowed? That's what we are stopping. So if you're watching this video right now and you've not go in and lock in your spot to use InvestFusion as a beta tester for free. Guys, go to investfusion.co right now. Go in and lock in your spot. Again, go to investfusion.co. Invest, INVEST. Fusion, FUSION.co. Join the wait list. By next week, my team will send you your access to see and use InvestFusion in real time. Go and play around what we're going to be doing right now, because we're going to start by analyzing properties. So if you are watching on YouTube, congratulations, because you are in the right spot. If you are on Instagram, join us on YouTube to gain access to the videos and of course to the live analysis. This is a disruption in the real estate space. This is changing the way investors invest in real estate, and that's what we are doing, and that's what we are bringing with InvestFusion. So I'm going to start now by sharing my screen and take you guys behind the scene, so that way you guys can understand. Again, if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from, guys. I love you. Keep the like button coming up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Share this live video right now, because we're going to be doing what has never been seen in the US. Period. What we're going to be doing the next few minutes has never been seen in the US in real time. Nobody has ever. In fact, there's no tool out there that does this, and that's why it's only reserved now. It's only in private access. It's not open to the public as yet. However, by next month we'll give access to the public use. But for now, you can join the wait list and have access to try InvestFusion as a user on your own back end, basically. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen. Please, if you are watching on YouTube or on Instagram, make sure to join us on YouTube. You should be able to go. Just search Jeff A. Malaba InvestFusion. I think that will give you access to seeing what we are or what we're doing. So I'm going to start by sharing my. If you have any question or you have any property you want us to see, guys, let me know. Hold on a second. Let me check now. Sorry. Okay. If you have any question, you have any property you want us to do analysis on, keep your comments coming. Keep your messages coming. Hi. Hey, Monroe from Louisiana. How are you, Sarah? How are you? How is Louisiana right now today? How's the weather? It's so cold. I'm in Charlotte. It's ridiculously cold. I don't even know what to do. We woke up this morning. So funny enough, sorry, I'm going to digress right now because I'm not talking about the weather. I think on Sunday we touched about 70 degrees, and lo behold, today we're touching anywhere from, it dropped down to like 40 degrees or 38 degrees. It's crazy. So thanks for connecting, Sarah. We love the keep the communication coming. So how is the market right now in Louisiana? Are you a real estate investor? Are you a lender? Are you a mortgage broker? Let me know what your discipline is. For our lender friends, InvestFusion will be the marketplace for lenders. That means it's going to be the hub, because if real estate investors who are beginners in this space find good deals, the next thing they want to do is to connect with the loan officer. So it's going to be a marketplace, more like a matrix between deal finders and their loan officers. And so that's where they can qualify for loan. The good news is most lenders who have used InvestFusion, have seen InvestFusion, they're excited to give out loans because they know the platform works. They know it's reduces the risk exposure to a measurable extent and protects the investor from from hard-earned losses. So Sarah, thanks for connecting. Now let me start by sharing my screen. So if you have any property you want us to check, guys, let me know, and then we will start off by sharing the screen. So I'm starting off now. I'm sharing my screen now. Okay, hopefully you guys can see my screen. Okay, let's see. So this is the back end. Hold on a second. Let me switch up again. Oh, wrong link. Let me go back. I'm sorry, guys. Technology is crazy sometimes. So if you guys can see my screen, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Give me a yeah, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. I can see your screen. All this good stuff. Yes. Let me know. Okay. So this is the back end of InvestFusion. Usually, when you, like I said before, now you will not have access to InvestFusion. This is so you can see this is the test user account we have. I'm logging to the test user now. By this weekend, Sarah, you yourself inclusive, make sure to go to investfusion.co. I'm going to put it on the chat here, and then make sure to actually, what you have to actually do is to join the wait list. So Sarah, if you're watching, those of you on Instagram, please join us on YouTube. That way you can see me share my screen. I'm going to take any property right now and begin to analyze this property. So investfusion.co. I'm putting that on the chat as well. If you know the link, please share it on the chat. If anyone knows the link of the website, oh, thanks, Stories That Warm the Heart. I appreciate that. So investfusion.co. Thanks, team, for that. So, guys, it's on the chat already. You have access to it. Now, let me. So let's do this. I want to be able to monitor who is speaking, and who is. Let's do this. Let's see if you have any questions as I'm walking right now. I would like to see who's giving me any questions, saying some things. They need some things done. I'm going to be switching accounts. So, okay, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my days. All right. So let's see. So I think someone has entered it on the chat now. What the link is. So if you have questions, guys, again, feel free. Just feel free to enter your questions, and then I'll be able to monitor that on the stream. If I'm not seeing that on the stream live, don't please ignore me. I'm not used to all of this. I'm learning all of this like you guys are learning. I'm just crazy how to use Restream. Okay, so now I'm sharing my screen, so you guys are seeing my screen. Now, when you come into InvestFusion, this is a test account. So, like I said before, by this week or next week, we'll give access to the back end for you guys to go in to test, just play around with InvestFusion. So, the first thing says find your dream property. So you have two options. Now, let me see something. Let me give you certain explanation about why this is this powerful platform. In the US, InvestFusion is the first and only platform that is a unified platform for all three assets, all three classes: residential, multi-family units, and commercial. Again, I repeat that. InvestFusion. We are breaking records, guys. We are breaking records. InvestFusion is the only unified platform that unifies single family units, multi-family units, and commercial. So it's a one-stop shop for everything you need. That means you don't have to go and go to listing sites and begin to look for just the properties information. Everything is here for you. So you can search by residential or by commercial, or if you have a specific address in mind, you put put your address here. See the example here, put the address, the street name, and then the location, and of course the zip code, and that will give you access to that property itself. So I'm just going to do it. Since I need you guys now watching on Instagram to join us on YouTube, and then share with me any property of your choice. If you are watching on Instagram and then you have a property in mind that you want to share with me, and then we'll put we'll pin it here, and then we'll search. So let's go on residential now. Okay, guys, are you guys excited? Give me a thumbs up if you're excited to see InvestFusion in real time. Imagine finding properties with issues real time while you're sipping coffee, guys, while you're drinking your coffee, your wine, whatever you are, wherever you love spending your time relaxing. Imagine protecting you from losing thousands of dollars to due diligence fee. For agents, this is a no-brainer to include or give access to your own community, your own group of. You spend time driving would-be buyers across the US to look for properties. You guys go from one property to the other property, and out of fear, the average buyer is afraid of losing money. That fear factor is removed by using InvestFusion. That's what InvestFusion does, guys. So now I'm going to search by residential. Today I'm going to go to the Atlanta market. I've never been to the Atlanta market. I'm in Charlotte, so I don't care. Let me know. Oh, let's do a Sarah. For you watching, let's go to your Louisiana. I can spell that though. Louisiana. Here we go. Louisiana, USA. Okay. Sarah, we're looking for your own market. So, okay. I don't know what your preference is. Are you in the single family unit, or are you in the multi-family unit, or are you in the commercial? Let me know on the chat. Because I'm sharing my screen, I'm not monitoring the chat. Now let me see if I don't even understand how this works. But guys, I will come back to the questions if you have. Just keep your questions coming in case I'm not seeing it. I'll come back to it, guys. So Sarah, we're going to start by looking at 3-bedroom. Let's see. 3-bedroom let's just do 1.5 bath. Let's apply that. Price range, let me just see. I don't really have any price range in mind. Let's just be up from $150,000 to, I would say, anywhere from, let's just do it. I don't know the market, so I'm going to do $500,000. If it's too low, well, we're going to come back. Then all you're going to do, guys, just do on search. Hit on search. Now, when you hit on search, guys, this is the beauty of what we created. InvestFusion is built for stakeholders. I repeat that. InvestFusion is built for stakeholders. So when you come into InvestFusion, you have access to the free option. You have free option, and for the free option, you can check all of this: the square footage, the cap rate, the type of construction you are looking at, the number of units. So you want to know what is the number of units in that property, the number of stories, if it has stories, the appliances, the lot size, square footage, the year it was built, the county is on, the community, the number of beds, the home status, the property ID, and the parcel ID. To save you time, just hit on select all one time. Bam, you're good. Please forgive me. Let's see. All right, you guys understand. Now, for the paid option, for those who are the paid members, this is where the magic happens. This is what stands InvestFusion miles apart from anything on the planet. This is why it's not possible There's no way on the planet this is ever possible until now. Until today, the 18th of November, 2025, in the US, this is not possible until now. So you guys are in the brink of a revolutionary product. You guys are in the brink of disruption in the real estate space. So if you are watching on Instagram, guys, go and join us on YouTube and see what we are doing, because you're able to see. I can't share my screen on Instagram, but I'm sharing the screen live on YouTube, and you guys can see the back end of what I'm doing. Now, this is where the paid option comes in. You have 1, data source; 2, last updated; 3, environmental risk. Now, that environmental risk means, is this property in an area or in a location that faces any kind of potential environmental risk? It could be flood risk, it could be any kind of risk, but you're going to see that in the back end once we go into the property now. The next one is visibility. Now, for visibility is speaking more of both on the commercial side and also more of the residential or the multifamily unit. So let me expatiate on what that word visibility means. If you are buying a commercial property, you want it to be in a location where it's highly visible, close to major highways. That way there will be traffic, foot traffic to your business, and then your clients are making a profit. They can pay you your rent when their rent is due, and then you make money. Okay, that's all for visibility. But for single family units or for multi-family units, you want to be able to not stay in a highly visible area, because you want your coziness, comfort, and all of this good stuff. The next here is the appraisal report. This alone, this report, there is no way you, the buyer, will get your hands on an appraisal report until you pay the appraisal fee. The appraisal fee comes, as of today, is about $700. Now listen carefully, guys. To pay the appraisal fee, you must have gone into contracts. That means you must have spent over $5,000 on your due diligence fee, another $700 on your inspector fee, another $5,000 on your earnest money deposit, and then another $700 on your appraisal report. That's how you land to getting the appraisal report. InvestFusion, guys, InvestFusion gives you the previous appraisal report and the date it was appraised for. Why is this important? Two things. Number one, the previous appraisal report lets you know, one, what was this house previously valued for? For our lender friends watching this right now, please comment on the chat here why that number is important, why the appraisal report is important. Lenders are willing to give out loans to buyers when they see that the appraised value is either at or below the asking price. I repeat, lenders are willing and they are desirous to give you loans when your appraised value, the asking price, is either at or below the asking price. That means that property has what they call built-in equity. Guys, give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Yes, that's one. Secondly, the appraisal report lets you know the actual living square footage. So it defines exactly what you are paying for. Are you getting the right property that you are supposed to be paying for? Is that what you are getting access to? That's what the appraisal report does for you. Now, seller pricing history. So this is extremely important, and this is useful for our commercial property guys. Seller pricing history. It wants to see the entire history of the property itself. Have they been motivated? It tracks all of that for you. The lease type, is it triple net? You know, all of those guys is captured that in the report. Rent control. For you who are in the multi-family unit or the single family unit, InvestFusion will flag a state that the property is found in a rent control state. What that means in essence is rents are limited. You cannot just raise rent in some states. So it flags that for you as a buyer. Also, the occupancy rates, of course. Rent history, 5 years. Again, this is why InvestFusion is by far. InvestFusion is the Rolls Royce. It's the ChatGPT of real estate investing. It's the Rolls Royce on the road for drivers. Why is it so? It looks at your tenant now. So if you want to buy a commercial property, InvestFusion will go into that property and look at the existing tenants and go into their financials for you in 60 seconds and read their past 5 years paying history Have they been profitable? NOI, gross income, expenses, depreciation. It reads all those data. Even better, if they are a public company, it analyzes their SEC filings. Guys, it does all of this for you in 60 seconds. Amazing. Guys, amazing. Just simply amazing. Myself, I'm blown away at the power of InvestFusion. Now, it also gives you the total actual rent. Of course, it calculates the rent in the area, the rent estimate, it gives you the rent estimate. It checks the replacement cost. See, guys, look at how powerful. How much would you pay for a tool as powerful as this, guys? Just begin to, I'm lost already just explaining from one point to the other point to the other point of InvestFusion. The replacement cost. It looks at what does it cost you to build this same property you're about to buy from the ground up, brand new. When it calculates that, it benchmarks that calculation by the asking price that the seller is asking. If it does not make sense, it tells you the replacement cost and the asking price does not make sense. The beauty of InvestFusion is it thinks for you. It thinks like an investor. That's the power of InvestFusion. Now, guys, if you are on Instagram, this is the last call. The live on Instagram will end soon. So please make sure to join us on YouTube, guys. Make sure to join us on YouTube. That way you can see me share my screen and then you can have access to what we're doing. Please, guys, go and join us on YouTube, and that way you will have access to what we're doing right now, guys. Okay. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you are good. Okay, guys, if you are seeing this, let me know. Let me know. Let me see who we have here, guys. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, guys, let's see. Hold on a second right now. Just want to make sure everything is good from my end here. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Let me just go on screen. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to check a few things here before we switch out of this. Okay, so hopefully that sorts it out for our friends in Instagram. Guys, if you are watching on Instagram, again, like I said before, make sure to go in and join us on now for our friends on TikTok. Sorry, guys, if you're on YouTube, I'm going to come to you guys right now. If you're our friends on TikTok, again, you guys still have access to it's crazy, guys. Okay, so now let's get back to it. Now, it gives you the rent estimate. So, and then the replacement cost. So you already know what the replacement cost is. The replacement cost basically is what's the cost of what it takes to build the same property from the ground up. The next one is the market price, and then it gives you also the annual tax amount and the tax assessed value. In fact, I think I had 2 lenders ask me about the tax, if it has the tax assessed value. So yes, guys, it's here for you. It gives you the price per square foot. Listen, let me put it in perspective. When you are there are 3 matrices that is so important in a deal when you're buying property. You make your money on the buy, meaning you want to buy a property that is discounted to the market, that has built-in equity, and of course, a possibility for cash flow. Cash flow, there are several strategies you can deploy to maximize cash flow. You can reduce expenses, you can increase the living area. Those ones who have a house that has a garage, you can expand with more bedrooms, and then you can do all of this good stuff by having this. Now, if you are watching this, Humber, thanks for watching this live. Guys, I will encourage you guys, we are doing a live property analysis on YouTube. So make sure to join us on YouTube. That way you can see me share my screen. Unfortunately, I can't share my screen on TikTok, but if you join us on YouTube, you'll see me share my screen and show you what we're. So we're doing a live property analysis. Let me know where you're watching from in the world. Let me know wherever you are, and let me know if you have any property you want us to analyze. If you are in the US, let me know your state, and then we'll go into your state or your city, and then we'll do a live analysis of your city in the US. Now, I'm sharing my screen, so I'm going to be looking on my screen here, and then we're discussing what. So we are logged into InvestFusion, and then we are doing what they call a live analysis in Louisiana right now. So those of you who are watching on TikTok, you can join us also on YouTube to see my screen, the back end of my screen. That way you can have access to what we are doing. So thanks for joining, Opako, that is Princess Official. Thanks for joining, guys. I love you guys. But just listen. If you cannot join on YouTube, just be listening to what I'm saying here. You understand. So we're talking about InvestFusion right now. We're doing a live property analysis. Now you also have price per square foot. You have the estimate. You have issues. Now several points here already tells you why InvestFusion is different. For issues, it analyzes foundation issues. It analyzes structural damage. It analyzes any major big issues or big ticket items that you, the buyer, needs to be wary of. That's what it means by issues. Then parking, of course, for if you are in the commercial space, parking is extremely important. The interior area, the household income, it gives you all of that information. So all you have to do is to click on select all, and then you just hit on search. So once you do hit on search, your next point is you now go on and then you click search. As of this morning, okay, guys, so let's just hit on the search bar again. Okay, we're having errors with, so we have issues with what's it called now? They called it hold on, let me check what my inspector called it, or my team called it today. They called it an issue with Cloudflare. Cloudflare is having issues this morning, so hopefully that doesn't impact what we're doing here. Cloudflare are the guys responsible for OpenAI, so they are having issues, but we're going to deal with that eventually. So now, guys, listen up. If you're watching on TikTok, thanks for joining. That was Labia Khan. I hope I get the names correct. So if you're watching this, guys, right now, try to join us on YouTube. That way you can have access to the back end to see what I'm doing. Share my screen. So if Louisiana is not kicking in, let's just switch up to, let me see if I can get into Atlanta. Guys, thanks for joining. Let me know where you're joining from the world. Share with me if you're in the US, what state you are in, what city. Let me know if you have any property in mind that you want us to do a deep analysis on. Then we'll go ahead and do a deep analysis on that property. So let's just search if it's going to pull up Atlanta for us. We're going to select all, select all. So hopefully it works, because Cloudflare is having the issues this morning. Oh, it works. Okay, let's go, guys. So guys, if you are watching on TikTok, you will not be able to see the back end. So I'm sharing my screen on YouTube, and I'm sharing with investors live analysis that we're doing on InvestFusion. As of today, InvestFusion is not open to the public. But as of next week, you guys will now have access to go in yourself and play around with InvestFusion. To gain that access, now, please share this live and invite more friends, guys. Please share this live now. If you are watching on TikTok, share our live and invite your friends. Guys, by this week end, we're giving private access to InvestFusion. It's not yet open to the public, only by private invitation. To get your invitation, all you have to do is to go on investfusion.co. I repeat, invest, invest.co. Sorry, invest, invest, fusion, fusion.co. Join the wait list. My team will reach back to you and give you access to the back end to try InvestFusion. Again, 3 ways you make money with InvestFusion. 3 ways. 1, you get paid for anyone who uses your own referral link to sign up to InvestFusion. That's 1. Number 2, it protects you from losing thousands of dollars. So if your money is protected, that means you have more money in your pockets. Number 3, it finds you good deals that are 30 or 40% below replacement cost, protecting you and making you make more money in the market. All right, so let's see what is found for us. So we have a lot of properties that invest. It gave us 43 options in Atlanta, Georgia. Because we don't have any specific choice, I'm just going to open any property now and just see what it finds for us. So let's just go into this Cherokee Crescent in Atlanta and see the details. For those of you who are watching it live in the user belonging to this token, what does it say? Let's go back again. Let me see what it's saying here. Let's just hit this button right now. That's no longer, oh, I have to log out and log back in. Okay, whatever, that's fine. If we cannot do that today, I'll reach out to my team to send me the credentials, because this is the back end. They have to create an account for you to have access to this back end. Well, that's fine. But I'm going to give you guys like a breakdown. When I hit this details button here, When you click on details, in 60 seconds, those points we've enumerated: foundation issues, structural damage, foggy windows, previous appraisal reports, the visibility of the property to the highway or the roadway, basically wherever it's located, the actual price per square foot, the replacement cost. Guys, the environmental risk, everything we've mentioned, InvestFusion will find out that for you in just 60 seconds. So if you are watching, Diana, thanks for joining. Guys that are joining HC, let me know where you're joining from in the world. We're giving access to try InvestFusion on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, please join us on YouTube or follow us on YouTube. That's where you watch me do a live deal analysis, which I'm sharing my screen right now and walking viewers to see the back end of InvestFusion. If you yourself want to try InvestFusion on your own, all you have to do is to go on investfusion.co and then gain access by joining the waitlist. Thank you for joining, Benjamin Minilo. Your name is quite long, but you know what I'm talking about. Thanks for joining, guys. So basically, once you go into InvestFusion, you have access to play around with it, to test it and test the waters. So right now, my team, so what we've done is we've trained InvestFusion for the past 2 years to be able to do all of this is doing. It's the huge resources. We have the best team in the world coming up with this wonderful platform. So guys, it's a disruption in the real estate space. Now, those of you still watching on please, if you're watching on YouTube, guys, go join us on YouTube so you can have access to the back end. So right now, this is a test account. So my developers has to give me, let me just see if I can go in again one more time, because they have to provide access. As of this morning, Cloudflare is having issues. Cloudflare is the company that's responsible for OpenAI. So I was told it's going to take a few hours before everything is resolved. So if Cloudflare and OpenAI is having issues, I'm sure some of you have seen your issues with ChatGPT this morning. Some of us run into issues with ChatGPT because the same engine or back end that ChatGPT runs on, the same engine or back end that Meta AI runs on is what InvestFusion is running on as well. So we are with the best industry leaders in terms of back end architecture. However, sometimes even the best in the world have issues, and it's out of my own hands. So, there's nothing I can do for my end. Just wait for them to be resolved, and then you guys can have access to see the details. But for those of you who are watching on YouTube, thanks for joining on YouTube. Now, let me engage. Let me see. Let's just stop sharing. I can engage with you guys quickly and then see any questions or comments that's coming that way. Sarah, okay, so we have Sarah here, guys. Let me know if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching, let me know who you are, where you're watching from, and then we can see, share your questions, your comments. Guys, let me know. And if you want to join the live stream, if you are on live on on TikTok and you want to join us live as well, you are free to join us. I think also, let me see if I can put the live. Let's see if I can get you guys to join us live on YouTube as well. Let me see. Give me a second. Show and stream. Hold on a second, guys. Let me see if I can share the screen. Share the link. Invite you guys to join us. Let's see if I can invite you guys to join us. If you want to join, let me know. Send me an invite, and I will bring you live. If you have any questions on real estate and you want to just join the stream and just share your comments. So Sarah, thanks for joining from Louisiana. Let me see if I can do this quickly, guys. Give me a second now. Let's see if we can get you guys in here. So I'm going to copy the invite link, and then I'll put the invite link on the chat. So any of you that wants to join can hit on that link to join the live. So the link is live now, guys. The link is live. So if you want to join the link, let me know. The link is also on the stream, and then you can. So guys, if you're watching Albert Edwards, thanks for joining, guys, on TikTok. If you want to join the live stream on YouTube or you want to join the live stream on TikTok, you have access to join the live stream. We are doing what they call the live property analysis, where we analyze live properties anywhere in the US. We are flagging using InvestFusion. So if you're wondering what is InvestFusion, if you're saying, Jeff, what is InvestFusion? It's like going to buy a car, guys. Going to buy, like, say you want to buy a Rolls Royce, yes? And you go to the dealership shop, and the dealer tells you, before you can drive that Rolls Royce, you have to put down a non-refundable fee to drive that Rolls Royce. And it says, give me $10,000. So when you pay him $10,000, You've seen the exterior of the car. It's beautiful. The paint is beautiful. Everything is clean. The tires, the rim is perfect. However, you don't know the condition of the engine. So when you put down the $10,000 non-refundable deposits and you go and crack the engine, behold, the vehicle has no engine. That's what happens to most investors in real estate space. They go and buy a property, but before they buy the property, they have to put the property on contract to know the true condition of the property. And that's what InvestFusion prevents. Because by the time you put the property on contract and then you start doing an inspection, then that's when you realize that, oh, there is a foundation issue, there is a foggy window issue, there is structural damage. But at that point in time, you've spent over $10,000 on DDF and inspector and appraisal and EMD. That losses is what InvestFusion is built to protect and prevent you from having. So that's just the issue. That's what is happening in the real estate space. So guys, this is a no-brainer for all investors to understand the power of InvestFusion and how it changes the game for all investors. So while we're having Cloudflare challenges, we'll be having this kind of calls. Okay, let's see. Invite. If you want to come in, you can free to come in. So if you want to join, you are free to join. You can join us live if you want to join us live here. Lilda Lopez. If you have any questions, you have any comment, guys, if you're new to real estate space, you have some questions you want to juggle up with me, you are free to join us live. The stream also to join us live on our live stream is here. Guys, so you guys can join. Whoever wants to join, please, you are free to join us, and then we can share. We can just have a quick conversation quickly before we invite as well. So you guys can join us if you have any questions on real estate, or you have any markets you are currently monitoring and you're not sure of what you're going to do on that market. Again, you're free to comment live here, and then share your thoughts, or let me know what's going on with you, and then we can see how we can help. Basically, how we can help you guys, resolve any of those issues, guys, that you may have. So the link is live in about. So guys, we have a few more minutes left. So if you want to join, this is the time to join us. And then we can begin to analyze the properties for you guys and give you access to see what we're doing. We'll be doing this almost on a consistent basis, so you guys can have opportunity to plan an event. What I want you guys to do, invite to join live as a guest. Again, you are free to, guys, if you want to join me live, you're free to join. Guys, what we'll be doing from now on will be share with us any property of your choice. If you have no property in mind and you're new to real estate, and you want to understand how it works, you are free to come on live, ask questions. I'll give you some airtime, ask questions, and then you ask some, we can answer your questions on real estate. If you are a seasoned investor and you want to get your hands on InvestFusion, same process. All you have to do is to join the waitlist, go to investfusion.co, and then you can now join the waitlist to have InvestFusion. InvestFusion is changing the way real estate is playing. It's removing fear. So I know a lot of new investors are new in the market and they are still afraid. They have no direction. InvestFusion is removing fear from your real estate investing. So you have confidence. Lenders are willing to fund you your deals because they can see that this buyer has a deal score from InvestFusion. That's where they are excited to give you loans. So InvestFusion makes you make money in 3 ways, guys. 3 ways you make money with InvestFusion. Number one, is start by protecting your funds, by avoiding any bad deals, flagging foundation issues, flagging structural damage, flagging electrical issues, mildew and mildew in the crawl space. Any big ticket item, InvestFusion flags it for you. That's number one. Number two, it's protects you. So besides protecting you, it helps you find deals that are 30 or 40% below equity or below asking price, giving you properties with built-in equity. That's why InvestFusion stands out. And that's why right now in the US, there is no platform, there is no tool in the US that does that for investors. And a lot of investors are losing their hard-earned money every single day until today. That's why we are disrupting the real estate space. Guys, this is a disruption. Yes, it's not open to the public as of today, but if you want to get your hand, have access to InvestFusion, Those of you who are watching on TikTok, join us on YouTube. And then you can join the live stream. So if you have any questions, you are somewhere in the US and you have any questions about your market, you want me to do a deep dive analysis on your market, guys, this is your opportunity. And again, for you guys, we'll be doing what they call a live challenge, live here, where we'll be giving out over $1,000 to a viewer who goes on InvestFusion, send us their deal score. We want to see your deal score. Did you find any foundation issues on your own market? Go on InvestFusion, go and play around. We won't be doing that live challenge. We'll give out $1,000 cash. If you have Venmo, you have Zelle, you have whatever means of payment you have, we'll give you access to InvestFusion. Go and run InvestFusion across your own market. Send us your deal score. Send us your deal score, and with the deal score, we'll do a draw, and whoever qualifies will be among those ones who will have access to, of course, to have access to InvestFusion. So I have, how are you doing? Thanks for joining live. How are you doing today? Where you joining from? Where are you joining from? Thanks for joining. Where are you joining from? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. I'm sorry. We can't hear you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. That's fine. All right, guys. So if you're on YouTube right now and you're watching this, guys, this is powerful, guys. This is powerful, and this is changing. Oh, Sarah, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, Sarah, I'm sorry. You are in Louisiana. Oh, I'm sorry. Connect with me much later once this life is over. You can connect with me much later on, and then we can discuss. I'm so sorry to hear that, Sarah. It's a sad day for you. That's a huge sad day. I'm sorry. I thank you for joining us, even as bad as it is today. You're able to join us and just try to communicate with others across the world. I'm so humbled and honored that you spent today. Sarah, guys, listen up. Sarah's just lost her mom. I think this is it's pretty sad day. I but you're able to join us live here to still discuss. I'm so sorry to hear this, Sarah. I don't know what we can do for you right now, but again, just reach out to me once we're done with this stream. We can see what we can, how we can, share some comfort with you and see what we can do to help with this situation. Sarah, I'm so sorry to hear this sad news. It's never a day. It's one of the most sad day of your life to lose a parent, especially your mom. Even your dad is a pretty sad day. I lost my dad some years back. I know how it was. So Sarah, I understand. I understand how it feels because I also lost a parent. But very sorry to hear this. So on that note, we'll not take some time, Sarah. I'm so sorry. I'm touched by what you just shared with us. So guys, Cloudflare is having some issues. So that means we cannot get access to the back end because of Cloudflare issues. I think ChatGPT had that issue this morning when I logged to ChatGPT as well. They also had issue because the back end of InvestFusion, the power of InvestFusion is built in the same engine that ChatGPT is using, the same engine that Cloudflare is using, the same engine that Meta AI is using. So we are all using the same engine, which is what we are all using to work. So OpenAI is our go-to access. So again, if they're having issues, it means we'll have issues as well because we depend on outsourcing of our own platform itself to this OpenAI guys. Guys, I appreciate all of you 100%. I appreciate how engaging with us. Hopefully by next week or so, we'll connect live again, and I'll let you guys know when we're going live again for that. Thanks you guys for watching. Sarah, please connect with me after this call. Again, I'm very, very sorry to hear about your loss. Thank you guys for watching. Please, guys, say a prayer for Sarah to give her let God give you the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss at this point in time. Thank you guys for watching.